Should teachers carry firearms?
Yeah, for sure.
Nope.
Should
Yeah.
they? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So Mo and Rowdy said yes.
I'll go no.
Okay.
Okay, and Rev, you said no as well, right?
Yep.
Perfect. All right, chat.
Amazing.
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 All right, chat. Let me remind you how this goes. This is a finals matchup. So we are starting at 10 minutes and you can add time. Okay. So starting at 10 minutes, you can add time for 10 a minute. It is 80 to solo judge. And if we don't get a solo judge, it goes to the chat poll, and the two lowest on the poll will lose their souls. Fighters, congratulations, by the way, making it this far. Okay. Thank you for all the participation tonight. And good luck to all four of you. Let's get it.
Well,
so civilians with firearms have been a proven deterrent against people who mean to do violence. So explain to me why we should not encourage civilians legally armed to.
Look at these shenanigans. Run away from it. Give us your reason why the teacher needs to be the one that.
I just explained it. You're not listening to the argument. It's been proven that civilians who are armed can defend.
So
what is the response time of police? What is the response time of police? I don't want to hear your grandstanding.
Why does the teacher?
What's the response time of police officers? What's the response time of police officers?
Yeah, like have security at the schools.
Okay, so we should have police officers at home now to defend ourselves.
Yeah, we should have.
It's been proven
at the schools. Yeah,
that's ridiculous. No, the response time of police officers has been proven to take. I'm explaining. The response time of police officers is the time it takes them to get there. The shooter has already taken lives. If you have someone who can put up a defense, then you actually have someone who can fight against this. Okay, it's been proven with data time and time again. Well-armed citizens are a deterrence. There's been many mass shootings stopped by people who were civilians who had firearms and were able to take shots.
Even not actually addressing.
No. I just did. You just said why should you? I'm giving you why. You don't have a reason not to. Give me a reason why they shouldn't. Give me a reason why they shouldn't.
Okay, listen.
Give me a reason.
One second. Listen. You're saying the average citizen should be armed. I'm saying why should the teacher? Why not just have security guard?
Because the security guard is just one person. If you have the entire faculty armed and have guns, they can respond to a threat much more effectively.
But what percentage of the faculty? Hold on.
No, you just have security guards.
Wow, this is so out of your realm. You don't understand what you're talking about. If you have someone, should teachers be armed?
Is that what it is? Should?
Yes, and they should. Because it's been proven with data. Explain to me why we should have a bunch of defensive people waiting on police or one security guard to run around and respond to a threat. Explain that to me.
Again, I never said one security.
Why is that better? So why is that better? Why is that? Answer the question. Why is that better to have a few security guards versus an entire faculty who have guns and are ready to use it to defend children?
Yeah.
Yeah,
what if the teacher?
When you look at the current teachers that we have, all these blue-haired motherfuckers.
A lot of
them
making
assumptions. You're making assumptions.
To have weapons.
You're making assumptions. You're making assumptions.
I'm making
that's
assumptions.
an assumption. Yes, you're making assumptions. My argument comes from actual factual data that shows that armed civilians are a direct deterrent against mass shooters.
Well,
are teachers not civilians? Are teachers civilians?
So Mo, you gotta convince.
No. Answer this. Are teachers civilians?
Are children civilians? Yes, we arm the children too.
There's no.
That's not the prompt.
Given that logic, we should arm the kids too.
That's not the prompt. That's not the prompt.
Hold on.
That's not the prompt. That's a complete red herring. That's a complete red herring.
Civilians.
I know you're losing this argument and you're throwing red herrings, but that's not the argument.
I'm looking for you to give an argument why teachers.
I already gave it. I just gave you an argument. You didn't contend with.
Hold on, Mo.
And my counter is security. Which you don't have security for.
Security.
So let's go.
Yeah, there are schools. There are schools that had security mass shootings that stop it.
An argument.
There's been mass shootings at places that had security. How did that work out for them?
Yeah. Teacher Davis, who neither has him or her.
Let me ask you this. If you have predators go where the victims are, right? Predators go where victims are, right? If they know going into it, if they know they're going into a place that's well armed, how much of a deterrent would that be? You can't refute this. How many mass shootings take place at gun shows and gun stores?
Statistically,
exactly. 0. Silence. You know what the fuck you're talking about. This is a complete. You can't even defend this.
Hold on. I'm waiting for you to explain why the teachers.
I've given you. You can keep saying. I just explained. You have an entire faculty,
which I say security
faculty that's predominantly liberal. And as soon as they get a gun in their hands and they have a conservative kid who stands out and says, "Hey, Jimmy shouldn't be shitting in the cat box in the corner over here," and they pop the kid because to them it's
so you're very fringe. You're very fringe scenario that you're talking about that hasn't ever we haven't seen happen.
Well, more people.
And when I'm giving you the data, I'm giving you. Explain to me then why. Explain to me why civilians who are. Explain to me why. Civilians have multiple times stopped mass shooters. Explain to me why multiple times, and that's a very common thing. I've heard no argument. This is just what about my blue-haired feminist teachers? That's all you have. It's a shit argument.
You're just saying it's like arm everybody. You're just basically saying arm everybody, and we're like, yeah, okay, so you're arming the blue-haired people.
The prompt is like teachers. Stop.
Yes, teachers, including the blue-haired loony bins. Are you cool with that? Are you cool with that, Mo? Yes or no? Yes or no, Mo? Yes or no?
Yes.
So you want to give the crazies the guns?
If a guy comes in with an assault rifle in order to attack children, I would rather have someone there that can put up a fight. You want people disarmed. You want people disarmed.
The blue-haired motherfuckers would join in with the school pupils.
You're making an assumption. It's a fantasy world. Fantasy world you're making up here. The argument that I'm making is based on actual facts and statistics. You're making up this whataboutism. What about the blue-haired teachers? What about the how many
are they equipped to handle those kinds
this
of
argument's
situations?
done. This argument's done.
Would a teacher effectively be able to put down a mass shooter, or would they accidentally shoot a student running for cover?
That doesn't matter.
That's a what if. Another what if.
Oh, that doesn't matter. That's
what's going to kill? What's going to kill
100% accuracy?
So
be no stray bullets.
100% accuracy. What about? Okay, so you think some armed faculty that has arms that can put up a defense against a mass shooter, that is not a better scenario than letting the mass shooter go room to room, execute people in the time it takes for a security guard or the police to respond. That's your argument, and it's retarded.
Because for the same reason that we don't say everybody should just learn how to put out fires. If everybody learns how to put out fires, we don't need firemen. That's what you're saying.
No. That would be putting it. I would say no. You're making my argument. We should have fire extinguishers, and they can use that tool to put out fires faster than. Thank you. You just made my argument.
Firemen.
It would make them more capable to deal with fires.
You don't want the security guards there.
Answer me this. If
fire extinguishers
were readily available, you're trying to filibuster. You know this is losing. If they have fire extinguishers, should they have fire extinguishers? Yeah, should we? Yeah.
Should we have
or should they wait on the fire, guys? You just defeated your own argument. You defeat your own argument,
bro. And you won't even let me ask a question.
You were saying that we should get rid of firemen, so should we get rid of security guards?
I never said that.
Should there be security guards in school then, yes or no?
I never said that.
Should there be school
You can have both. You can have both.
Should there be fire extinguishers in the
school? In your world, we only have one.
What's the point?
In your world, we only have one. In my version, we have all of them.
What's the point of having security guards then?
They can assist the teachers to defend the children.
Why do you need security guards?
The teachers can help assist the security guards to defend the children.
Oh, okay.
For Terry.
Okay, so wait, let me paint this. Let me paint this. Okay, mass shooters going. Wait. Answer this. Answer this. A security guard is on the other end of a building, right? A mass shooter is walking door to door. He opens his door. There's a teacher in there with children. Would you rather that teacher have a gun or not?
How's the shooter in the building?
No. Answer the question. Answer the question.
Answer the question and then add qualifiers.
Would you? Yes. Answer the question. Then add qualifiers. Would you rather the teacher have a gun or not?
No.
No. So you would let that mass shooter just unabated open fire on children?
Just lock down the rooms.
What if they had 1,000 hours of firearm training? Then could they have it?
Are they mentally?
Why not just have security guards then?
No, let's say the teacher is a trained security guard. Let's say the teacher has security guard training. Then
okay, so then they're also going to specialize in. See what I'm saying?
For the record, chat, these guys would rather children get mowed down than giving them a fighting chance.
I didn't say nothing about John Wick. I just asked if they had like extensive range training. With
extensive fucking self-defense, all this kind of shit.
People in there,
10 hours. What about 10 hours?
Police officers in there who are trained to handle those kinds of situations, instead of Miss Daisy over here who spent her entire college course learning how to do finger paintings with 3 years.
For the record, you would rather have an unarmed civilian get mowed down by a mass shooter and over just having have a gun.
Rather not put guns.
You just said yes.
The responsible teachers.
You just said.
You just
you're assuming they're responsible.
Not have teachers have guns.
You're assuming they're responsible. You're assuming they're responsible.
Yeah.
You're making all these assumptions. Your whole argument is predicated on a bunch of assumptions. Yes, because my assertion, my argument is based on facts. Civilians stop mass shooters. Civilians stop mass shooters.
Pistols are used in more defensive.
You're arguing against data.
Offensive encounters.
Mass shooters are also civilians.
Civilians stop mass shootings.
What's your point there, Terry?
Are they perpetrators? Yeah, are they perpetrators?
Yeah. What's your fact? You're saying give every single teacher a gun. Every single teacher.
No, we never said that.
Majority teachers.
Faculty.
Majority of the teachers. Well, the prompt says teachers. Majority of teachers you don't agree with. And the majority of the teachers will be the ones that are dancing and all this kind of shit and cheering this shit on.
I trust
them. Congratulations on your fact that they know how to teach someone, which is like the lowest fucking skill.
You have to make these assumptions in order to have an argument. You have to make these assumptions in order to have an argument. It's retarded what you're saying.
I have a separate question.
Why the fuck, as a teacher, should I ever be putting my life on the line?
You're making all these assumptions, and the data is on my side.
I'm here to teach these kids. I'm not here to fucking throw
data's on my side. You can filibuster all you want and do all this nonsense. It doesn't refute my facts.
Hold on.
If the bullets are flying,
your argument
are there per year compared to how many schools there are in the United States? Because if you think about it, mass shootings isn't as common as you think it is. You're talking about
it happens every weekend in Chicago.
Outside of school.
Happens every.
What's your definition of mass shooting?
So does it have to be in a school to be a mass shooting?
Yes, because
what's your definition?
The prompt is talking about teachers, bro.
So you're talking about arming.
So
every classroom across the country over a fringe case.
So we're not talking about mass shootings. We're just talking about
it's not fringe cases. Mass shootings aren't fringe cases. They happen all the time.
What?
Arming educators who spend most of their time.
That's a great. That's not a great argument.
Don't learn how to handle these kinds of situations properly. Who could make serious mistakes with those firearms? I'm supposed to trust
a mistake more than letting someone gun down children.
Do cops make serious mistakes with firearms?
And they're not armed. You put a gun in a teacher's hand and say, "Hey, leave your kid with this person for 8 hours." I'm saying, hell no.
Do cops make mistakes with firearms?
Because my kids are based. They're conservatives, and most of your public school teachers are.
Your argument refutes itself because it would be a voluntary situation. It would be a voluntary situation. It would be a voluntary situation, and by default, the crazy ones you're talking about wouldn't even want to have anything to do with guns. It would only be by default. It would only be the based teachers who like guns and are comfortable using them who would say, "Yes, sign me up." Next time someone comes in here, I'm going to gun this person down.
Use the gun.
Okay. So
how many blue-haired liberals love guns? How many blue-haired teachers are gun enthusiasts? How many blue-haired? How many of them are gun enthusiasts?
Signed up.
I'm talking about women.
Exactly. Silence. Exactly. You don't have an answer.
Gay no more.
Does blue hair?
like
you don't have an
women's.
answer.
Well, there's a whole trans Tifa army that's rifle enthusiasts.
Well, okay.
So
that
it
would be
does
a
have.
good thing if they would probably be well trained.
There are gun enthusiasts on the other side.
And if these blue-haired liberals that are flooding the schools, like Teriak says, would be contributing to school pew-pews, wouldn't there be a much higher rate of school pew-pews if all of the schools are filled
what I'm saying
with blue-haired liberal teachers that would contribute to the school pew-pews? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is that it's like you have a bunch of these like basically weird looking women's. It's like the like that interview that went viral about like the biological difference in the races. The bitches that wear the square glass on stuff like or the Velmas, the Velma bitches, not the Daphnes. Do you know why there's the Daphnes and then
do
there's
they
the
do
Velmas?
a lot of school pew-pews on the students?
Next thing you know, she thinks she's a hero. She's going to say, "I'm going to take down the shooter." She pulls out the gun. She doesn't embrace for the kickback whatsoever. She fires and she actually kills more kids.
All right, real quick, guys.
More than a mass shooter. Okay.
One sec, real quick. I'm putting the poll into the chat right now. If you don't see it, hit that refresh so you do. Okay. If you would like to vote for this man right here, you're voting for Rev Rush on the poll. Okay. If you'd like to vote for this man right here, you're voting for Rowdy Gowdy on the poll. If you would like to vote for this man right here, you're voting for Teriak on the poll. And if you would like to vote for this man right here, you're voting for Mo Rebuttal on the poll. Chat, get your votes in right now. I'm starting this timer over, and that means you have 2 minutes from now. Get them in. And if you don't vote, you love stories. Just saying.
Yeah, definitely.
And also, I just want to point out there was a case of like a police officer female that mistook her gun for a taser, pulled out the gun and shot a dude. So I'm just saying these mistakes happen all the time, and just giving a gun to each teacher.
Disarmed
but you're talking. Do you understand what a deterrence is? Like a deterrent is.
Yep.
Like even if you go, okay. There's even been cases. Hold on. There's even been cases where they have restaurants in the neighborhood. One was like, no guns allowed here. You can't come in here. The other one was very, hey, if you're Second Amendment, come in. One of them got robbed and went out of business, and the other one survived. Okay, predators go where the prey is easy. If someone's going into a building and they know damn near everyone there is armed, that's going to be a hell of a deterrent. You can't refute that.